Opendashboard. So like the use case we'll just take is the use case of a CRM, since that is one of the more popular use cases. The businesses tend to have just yeah. So for a CRM, so I'm just gonna share a different screen, and I'll just walk everyone through how that works, what the process is like when setting up a new workspace. So let me just share my screen. Okay, awesome. Can everyone see this new screen? We're seeing the Opendashboard homepage. Okay, a couple of people. I see Godfrey nodding. Okay, yeah, awesome. So I'm just gonna log in. So yes, the sign up process, it's really easy. Under 30 seconds, you're pretty much signed up. So I'm just gonna log in. So this is one workspace that is set up currently, but like we're just gonna set up another one. Let's just call this Opendashboard webinar workspace. Continue. CRM. What kind of organization are you? Small business. What's the organization size? 1 to 10. And what's the phone number? Let's just enter a phone number. So now we continue. Now we already have a workspace. We sort of have this video that starts to play. That is supposed to give you a tutorial video, a very, very quick explainer on how Opendashboard works. So when you sign up, you have two databases that are shared here that are available: contacts for managing your contacts. Then you have companies for managing all of the companies you're interacting with. And as we see here, you can send emails. You can do a whole lot of things. But now, just focusing on this use case for say CRM. So really, how do you get started? The first thing you do is just create a database for your sales. Yeah, let's just call this sales. It could also be deals. It could also be any other thing. So let's create this database. So as we can see, this database is empty. Now there are two ways to go about this. You can start creating the individual columns, one by one. But yeah, that might be a bit, lengthy for you. You can also just skip that and just import like a file that already has what a sales would typically look like. I'm just gonna go the direction of importing a file, so I don't have to like go through adding the individual columns one by one. Now I already have a file set up. I'm just gonna import it here. Now the file itself has about, if we see here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, it has 10 columns. The title, the description, company contacts, category, stage, value, rated, updated, managed by. So the title, this is the title of the deal. So currently I don't have any column yet because my database is empty. So I'm just going to create a new field for the title. I'm just going to call this a text. Now for the description, I'm also going to call this, create another one, a text. Now for the company, now these are the companies that I'm working with. Now remember, we already have a company's database, so I'm just going to create a column called link and link it to the company's database automatically. Now contacts, now these are the contacts in those companies. Again, we already have a contacts database, and I'm just going to create a new column called link, and I'll link it to the contacts. I have that already. Now category, so we see, I'll just create a new column and the type of select. And yeah, obviously some of what I'm doing, it might look a bit technical, but not to get overwhelmed or carried away. We have a couple of tutorial videos that we're working on that explain what all of this does. And more importantly, if you don't want to go through the stress of building this yourself, you can always reach out to us and we'll build it for you. So you just focus on managing your business. And in the near future, we'll be working on templates So you can always import all of these modules, as a template. If you need a CRM functionality, just import the CRM template. If you need, for example, Godfrey's use case for managing timesheets, which it's really nice, we'll partner with you, Godfrey, and that, to have a timesheet and HR, template, which will contain, informations, HR needs, including the timesheets and other things. So, Godfrey can decide to be generous and, make the template free, or he can decide to also sell it as well, Sorry, what did you say, Godfrey?
Yeah.
Oh, you're muted.
I said for the first 10 people to sign up, right? I'm gonna give
Yeah.
it for free. For the next 10, I'm gonna sell it.
Yeah, that's perfect, because like it's your work. You guys spend time building this use case. So like, you should charge for it. You should charge for it. Yeah, definitely we'll make it happen. So now the stage, I'll just choose again. I'll create a new column. Again of type select. The value, this is the cost, the amount. I'll just create a new column of type number. When it was created, I'll just create a new column of type date. When it was last updated, create a new column of type date as well. And who is it managed by? I'll just create a new column of type person, because it's managed by someone within the workspace. And that is, me importing the sales from the sales CSV file. Now I'll just click on continue, just for us to see a preview of what this currently looks like. So we see the title, we see the description, we see the companies, we see the contacts, we see the category, we see the stage, we see the value, we see the dates created, updated, and who is getting managed by. Now I just import it, and now I've finished importing. Yeah, I'll just delete this since these are empty. Let's just delete that. Now we see all of these things. Now we already see. Now as a business owner, now I'm seeing all of my sales in this page directly. So I'm seeing the companies, and it's even linked to the companies themselves. But if I click on this, can search for Urban Life, and yeah, I can always just click on that and go and see the company, and I can see the contacts themselves, I can see the category, I can see the stage. Now, so this is just one thing. I already have my sales database. So the next thing is I want to build a board that allows me manage all of this information in a board format. So I'm just going to call this a sales board. Just one minute. So I have a sales board. Now I'm just going to group it by the stage. I'll just create a new board. Now, so we see from this, we see that there are 12 companies that are currently in the proposal stage. There are currently 12 companies that are in progress stage, 16 rather, and there are 8 companies that have closed so far. And the beauty of this is I can move, this around. Like, okay, so we have a proposal already for this company. Now I want to move it to in progress because I'm already speaking with them. So I just move it to the in progress column, and it's already here. Now we have 17, and it's no longer in proposal. And again, I can always, move this company, web development, and I'll move it to completed. Now it's already here inside the completed stage. I can create more columns. Maybe we can say post complete support. So if I want to start supporting this company after closing them, I can just move it to this stage. And now this company is already in the post complete support. And now we already have a board, for managing companies. So I can also decide to add a new deal. I just created a new deal there, and now I can always add this information. So create say an application tracking system. And what company am I working with? I'm working with Eventify. Just going to choose Eventify here. Yeah. Okay, maybe not come connect. Let's search for identify. Yeah. I can choose the content. I can, add all of these fields, but yeah, we can just skip that. Let's just go back. And now we see that, all of this information is automatically reflected here already. So we have our sales board immediately. Now, what if I also want to see just a dashboard, of everything that is going on in this sales already? So now I'll just create a dashboard, my sales dashboard. Let's just add an element, an information box, total sales. Now it's already reading from the sales column, and yeah, we are immediately seeing the number already. But let's just say sales completed. So now I just add a filter. I want to say the sales that are already in the completed stage. Now eight sales are already completed. Now what if I want to see the sales that are currently in progress? Let me just change this from completed. I'll change this to in progress. Now there are currently 16 sales that are in progress. Now I'm already seeing that. Maybe I want to see like how many sales was created within the last 30 days. So I can always come here. Let's remove this filter. Let's add another filter that was created I guess after 30 days ago. Now 37 sales, because technically I imported on every one of them just now. Sales created 30 days. Let's just call it this. Sales in progress. This is sales completed. Yep, this one is total sales. Now I've seen all of these numbers immediately. So now what if I want to see what is the value of my actual sales? Like let's know our numbers. Let's know what is going on here. So again, I'll call this total sales. I'll just put a $sign. Okay. Now again, we choose the column. This time we just want to see the value and we want to see the sum. So now based on what I have, the total sales here is 1 million. Based on this, so I'm seeing the numbers immediately. So now what if I want to see the sales that have been completed, but this time I want to see the number figure, not just like the number of sales itself. Completed, and again let me just add a filter where the status, where the stage is completed. So now the completed sales have a value of 154,000 USD. That's for the completed ones. Now I want to see the sales in progress. So let's just add a filter. Let's change this. Let's remove the completed. Let's put it in progress. Now in progress, it's currently 469k. And again, we already have the sales, in the last 30 days. Now, what if I want to see the breakdown of the sales of my sales based on what stage they are? Even though I'm already seeing the exact number, but I want to see the breakdown now. Now let's just break this down by the stage. So we see again, we're seeing this as a pie chart already. We're seeing all of this information. Now, what if I also want to break down the sales? Let's call the sales by stage. By stage. Now let's call this sales by category. Now this time group by. This time I don't want to group it by the stage. I want to group it by the category. Now I'm seeing all of the different categories in which the sales are, and I'm seeing it in a pie chart already. This is one thing, and Really, we can add a whole lot of other elements like that. We can add, a line chart, we can add some text, we can add some embeds, and we can go on and on and on and on like that. But like this is just what a typical sales dashboard would look like. So now the beauty of this is actually collaborative. So where once I come here, okay, so like this sales, we have it as brand identity. The category is branding. It's currently in the proposal stage, and yeah, let's just do one formatting. Let's just change this to currency and change this to USD. Let's just do that. Okay, yeah, now it's reflecting 12,000, 25,000, and all of those things. So now this stage, this particular sales. Now I'm already speaking with this company. So the sales is in progress. Let's move it from our sales board. Let's just find it. What was the name again? Brand identity development. Let's just find it here. Brand identity development. This is it. So now I move it to this stage. Now it's currently in progress already. Now let's go back to all sales. Let me just remove this. So now we see it here that it's currently in progress. Now let's go to our dashboard. We see that the sales in progress have moved to 17, and the sales in progress initially it was at 469,000. Now it's currently at 481,000. And let's look at this sales completed on 154. Because we're going to move that sales from in progress back to completed. So initially I moved it here. But let's move it from our sales table instead. Let's just move this to completed. Yeah, let's just do something. We don't want to allow multiple. Let's remove that. So completed. Now let's go back to our sales board. Again, search for brand. Now we see that now the sales is currently completed. And let's now go back to our dashboard. We see that now the sales completed is now 166,000, and we see the sales progress is 469,000. So everything is collaborative. So as I'm updating something, it's reflecting here real time. So yeah, this is a very, very simple demo of what Opendashboard can do for you. And I can even go a step further by even asking an AI to actually generate for me an intro email that I can send to this customer. So let's just quickly see how that would work. So I'll just create a new column. I'll just call it AI. Now I just click on edit. Now this is let's just call it intro email. So now I want to write my prompt. I generate or write me a sales intro email to company, specifically to contact with the category and estimated value I guess with title and a description. Make it concise yet catchy. Yeah, that is my prompt. So let's just save this. So now let's just ask the AI to generate this. Subject: elevate your online retail with our e-commerce solution. Let's see, what was the company again? you ready to transform your online retail presence at a company name? We specialize in crafting fully functional e-commerce platform with an estimated value. I think I might be looking at the wrong one. Let's just read this. AI can act funny at times. Market research study. Okay. Right. So elevate your marketing with a 6-month social media campaign. So I hope this finds you well. As a marketing professional, I understand the importance of staying ahead of the curve and leveraging the power of social media to drive your business. That's why I'm excited to introduce to you a comprehensive 6 months marketing social media marketing strategy. Designed to help you achieve your marketing goal, and it goes on and on and on and on. So like that is really the power of what our Gen AI ability can do for you. So yeah, that is a very very quick demo of Opendashboard. So yeah, thank you guys. I don't know if anyone has any question or anything they would want to find out before we end. Okay, let's see. Oh, I see yes, please. I think that was a while ago. Yeah, I guess no one has any questions, and yeah, that is also good. So let's just go back. So yeah, Godfrey.
Yeah, I do have a question. Thank you so much, Evan, for that amazing session. I love the fact that you were able to project you were able to create from I saw how you transitioned from just the databases, the table, to the board. I love that transition, and the reason why I'm asking, the reason why I'm making this comment, is not really a question but a comment, is that I was in a meeting with my developers. That was last week with the team, and then we're talking about the fact that we were denied access to Monday.com because we're on a free tier. So one of the team members was like, bring in that we should capture all to-do lists on Opendashboard. And then he was like, we don't really like the way it's displaying. You just have different tags displayed, listed, in a list. He said, is there any way we can put it maybe like a backlog, where we have backlogs and then we have different statuses like in progress, under reviewed, test, and all of that. I said it's possible. I've seen it somewhere, but I've not known how to do it. Right. So this has opened me up to knowing how to do it. How to do about that, from the list, from converting it from being just a list to a Kanban format where it's easy for them to drag, drop, and all of that. But one thing I just want to ask is, in that format, is there a way the process will be automated? I don't know how it's going to happen, such that I don't have to drag and drop. Is there a way? I don't know. I've seen it on Git projects where I still have to drag and drop. Is there a way that process can be automated where it just moves when the job is done, when maybe certain thing is triggered? I don't know if it's possible.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. That's an interesting thing. I guess if I understand correctly, maybe like there's a button here that just says you just click on this button and it moves it to the next stage, something like that.
Well, what I'm thinking is that when certain action is carried out, maybe something would trigger. I don't have to come here and click a button to just move. And when I see I can come back. I don't know. I've not seen it in Git project. I've not seen it on all of these platforms, but I think if it's I know everything is possible on this platform, especially when I think about it. So, but yeah, I'm glad that I can say for now that with what I have, I can be able to replicate it like this, which is what they're actually looking out for. But I'm just saying, is it possible for us for this tax to move without having to drag and drop
to
them.
drag it. That's an interesting use case. I think it falls under an automation feature where there's a trigger there's an external trigger. For example, it could be Slack. So maybe you guys are communicating on Slack or maybe on a different platform. I move this task from to I've completed this task. You just send like a slash message on Slack, then it just comes here and it automatically moves the task, and everybody's happy. Yeah, definitely, it's something that I think is something that would definitely work on in the near future. Automation and also integrations with all of the other tools you're using. Yeah, and just to even also add, I think there was the other thing about adding like looking at the status rather than seeing all of the blocks. I want to see like maybe like the items I still need to do and all of those things. So one interesting thing you can actually do here beyond just being able to like see a board, you can actually even filter further. So like, what if I only want to see the tasks that are assigned to me? I don't care about every other person's own. So I can actually do that. Yeah, let me create a dedicated page. Let's just say I have like a dedicated page for just me, and like anybody within your team can actually just do this. I can just say my tasks, my task, my page, my home, or something. Yeah, so I've created a shared page. Let's just make sure that this page is private, so nobody else on the team can see it. So now this page is just for me. So now I want to see, because in this case we're managing sales, so I want to see the sales that are assigned to just me. Nobody else is sale. I want to see my list and I want to see my board. So just my sales. Obviously this is reading from sales, but then I also want to see my board. Here just say board, sales as well, and again group it by stage. Then maybe my dashboard. I just have a dashboard here. Now, so first off, okay, I think all of these sales, they are not managed by anybody yet. So like, I want to assign them to me. So I'll just say managed by, that is me. So now I save it. So now all of these are managed by me. Now let's now come back here. Now I only want to see the sales that are just me and me alone. So let's just add a filter where the managed by is me. Now let's just come back here for a second. Let's unassign everything from me. Let's just unassign everything from me. Let's just say managed by. Let's just untick. Let's just save. So now none of them is managed by me anymore. Let's just come back here. It's actually empty. Now let's come back here. Let's assign it to me, or let's assign maybe a couple more to me. Let's just update it. Let's just manage. Now I'm currently managing about 7 sales. Now I come back here. So these are just the 7. So like, I'm not saying what everybody else is saying. I'm only saying this for myself. Now let's go back to my board. Again, let's just do the same thing. Let's just add another filter where is managed by is me. And now I'm only saying the 7 sales that are managed by just myself. Sorry. Now, you as the owner of the workspace, you can even do something creative where you can say, let's see the sales, not just managed by a particular person. Let's see the sales that are managed by the current user. So now this is even more flexible in the sense that like, if you have like 10 people that are always going to this page, so person 1 will come to this page and see the sales that is managed by person 1. Person 2 will come to this page and see the sales that are managed by person 2. Person three would actually come to this page to see the sales that are managed by person three, and it goes on and on. So like even though like this page is built like for everybody, but like just because of the filter, it's still personalized to the individual person. So like that's like what you can actually do with this. And again, like this dashboard can also be customized, for the individual person and also for the team as well. And so say you even want to take a step further, like just explain to people how exactly you can use this page. You can also just create a document, sales, maybe like sales help and FAQ. Sorry, not FAQ, it's FAQs. So now like FAQs. Then another document, how to use this page. Then maybe like sales script. And you can add as many as you can add information as you want, and your team will see this page and definitely help them when you're speaking to customers.